You know what's funny? In the world of MMA, some people talk big until reality punches them right in the face, sometimes literally. And what happened recently is a perfect example of that. There's this former UFC champion, someone famous for his sharp tongue, brutal honesty, and never holding back when it comes to calling fighters out. For years, this guy made it clear, he didn't buy into the hype around Alex Pereira. He thought the Brazilian striker was too one-dimensional, that his ground game was weak, that he wasn't built to last against the elite. But, oh man, how fast things can change. Because what Pereira did at UFC 320 wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A violent, thunderous, 80-second reminder of why this man might just be one of the scariest fighters in the history of the sport. He faced Magomed Ankalaev in what was supposed to be a tough rematch, but it didn't even last a minute and a half. Pereira walked in calm, cold as ice, with that stone-faced look that says, "I'm not here to play." And before the crowd even settled into their seats, boom. A technical knockout that sent shockwaves through the MMA world. Another body, another belt, another highlight for the history books. And that's when the story gets interesting. Because after this fight, the same guy who used to criticize Pereira, the same one who once called him overrated, actually came forward and said, and I quote, "Man, I used to pick on Alex Pereira, but that guy is a gangster." Yeah. Let that sink in. The man who used to clown on Poatan just gave up the hate. He didn't just admit he was wrong, he praised Pereira like a fan in awe. He said, "It's all about confidence. That's what courage really is. And Alex has it. He truly has that shit. I can't even hate on him anymore. He's one of the greatest of all time, because he walks into every fight with that same fearless mindset. That's not just respect. That's a man who's seen something special, and couldn't deny it anymore." This former champ even went further, saying, "Look, Alex doesn't even have the best ground game, but who cares? The guy's got guts. The hate is over. Alex, you're a gangster. You're the man. One of the best champions ever. Honestly, it's impressive." And now, the MMA community's buzzing. Because when even your former haters start singing your praises, you know you've done something extraordinary. Think about it. In just a few short years, Pereira went from a kickboxer making his UFC debut, to a two-division world champion, to a fighter now being talked about as one of the greatest ever. He's already conquered 2 weight classes, and rumor has it, there's something even bigger on the horizon. A potential superfight that could shake the sport to its core. Alex Pereira vs. Jon Jones, possibly happening in June 2026, at the White House. Yeah, you heard that right. The freaking White House. But before that dream matchup becomes reality, one thing's already clear. Alex Pereira doesn't just win fights, he wins respect. Even from those who once doubted him the most. And the man who finally admitted it? None other than Luke Rockhold. The former middleweight champion, now fully converted from critic to fan. Crazy, right? From calling Pereira overrated? To calling him one of the greatest of all time. That's what true greatness does. It silences the doubters. So tell me, what about you? Did you always believe in Alex, or were you one of the skeptics too? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I want to know what side you were on before UFC 320. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and share this video with that one friend who used to doubt Pereira. Because love him or hate him, Alex Pereira keeps proving one thing. He's built different.